What's up guys, this is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review I want to look at the flying Vehicon from Transformers Prime. Now this is the Takara release of the figure, so it's going to be a little bit different, maybe a little bit fancier than the American release, but the mold, as far as I know, is the same. He does come with this, now I don't know what they're called, I don't remember offhand. Is it Microcon or something like that? I'm not sure. But these things can combine with other ones from other figures and make other weapons, and they transform and stuff like that. And they're kind of cool looking. He's got that little gem with the logo in there. Nice metallic stickers on it. It's cool, but it's not really why you'd be getting the figure. Now, if you're familiar with the regular version of this guy, the vehicle one, or the car one, they're both vehicles. It's basically the exact same figure. He's got these wings on the back, which are different, obviously, but otherwise, he's the same. He stands about 5.5 inches tall to the head, a little bit taller at the top of the wings or shoulder pads, but he's actually good size, I think, for a deluxe figure for the Prime line. Overall, it's a nice looking figure. The wings make it look a little bit nicer, I think, than the car mode or car version. And of course the Japanese version is a nicer looking with the stickers and all the shininess and all that kind of good stuff. As far as articulation goes, the head is pretty limited, just the way it's designed. You can see there's not a whole lot of open area for the head to move around on that ball peg. So, I mean, it's enough, but it is somewhat limited. It is a nice sculpt though, and it's a pretty nice looking figure overall. Pretty screen accurate. The shoulders have that swivel on that piece right there, and then it's a ball joint up in the shoulder, so decent range of motion. You can pretty much get it anywhere you want. There's a bicep swivel there, a ball joint bicep there, and another pivot there. But overall, in order to get the hands facing this way, it's not really the best design. You have to treat that as the bicep swivel, and then the arm sticks out kind of weird. So I still don't care for this elbow design at all. I'm pretty sure I said that in the review for the other one, and this is the same. The hand is also very cheap, chintzy looking, and the arms all open, and there's a big rivet, so it's just kind of ugly overall. Not the best design for the elbow and the arms. I do like the sculpting on the chest. The hips are fully articulated as you would expect. It's a ball joint, so no range of motion problems there. Thigh swivel built in. Single jointed knee, not the best range of motion, but it is there. And then the feet, just like the old one, though they look okay and are relatively screen accurate, pretty much no articulation at all. So that's kind of a problem. Having a foot with no articulation in it really reduces the usability of the knee and hip articulation, so that's a problem for me. Otherwise, it's a pretty good figure. It looks good, it displays well, and as long as you're not planning on using the elbow articulation a whole lot or the leg articulation a whole lot, you're okay. So that's going to be kind of a problem. If you want to pose it, this guy's not the most posable figure, but it looks good if you're just going to stand it there and have it look menacing. It'll do that just fine. So that's the robot mode. Let me get him transformed, and then we'll talk about the vehicle mode. Alrighty, well, we have him transformed into vehicle mode, and it's actually a pretty cool figure. It is different from the car version, so I do appreciate that. I'm glad they didn't just stick some wings on there. It does have new body panels, and I do like the Takara version because it has some extra accents and some extra detailing, namely in the stickers, but also in the paint application. So it's a little kibbly on the bottom. You can't really tell from the side, but there's no panels on the bottom at all to hide the parts that are in there. From the top though, it's pretty good. It's fairly accurate and it looks pretty decent. So for a deluxe figure, I really can't complain too much. It's got the ports on the wings there for the accessory piece and on the side as well and at the front. So plenty of options for this guy. Even though the windows are clear plastic, it doesn't look bad because there's kind of relatively smooth pieces inside to make it look okay. There's not like a whole bunch of kibble or a head sticking out, that kind of thing. So overall, it's a pretty good figure, and if you're collecting the Prime figures, I think you should probably get the flying Vehicon, whether it's the Takara version or the Hasbro version. This one's nicer, but it'll cost you a little bit more. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more reviews, and in the meantime, keep collecting.